Hello everyone. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you. The Chicago Med Season 10 premiere not only saw the exit of Dominic Raines, but also ended with yet another cast member exiting the series in shocking fashion. Siesajo Meidi Connor Perkins as Dr. Zach Hudgens, S. Epatha Merkerson as Sharon Goodwin. Heading into the Chicago Med premiere, we knew it would bring the end of an era with news, having broke ahead of the season's return, that Dominic Raines would be leaving the show after 5 seasons as a series regular. As promised by showrunner Alan McDonald, Dr. Marcel's exit was handled off-screen early in the premiere, as we learned that he left Chicago to move to Boston. Disappointing as it might have been to see Dr. Marcel written out of the show in the manner he was, we knew his exit was coming, so it wasn't exactly surprising. What was surprising was that his exit wasn't the only exit the opening hour of the season brought about. Just minutes into the Season 10 premiere, Liliana broke up with Dr. Charles, and we learned that she not only broke things off, but had moved out of his place and transferred to another hospital. It was a swift and unexpected end to the couple's relationship, but not one that was entirely surprising given Dr. Charles failed to believe her brother's story about Ripley assaulting him. It seems that divide was the final nail in the coffin, which ultimately led to Alette Taylor exiting the show after 2 seasons on the show. With both Liliana and Dr. Marcel's exits being explained at the top of the premiere, we thought it was safe to assume that no other members of the cast would be leaving the show. However, we were wrong. It looks like Connor Perkins is leaving Chicago Med. The season premiere of Chicago Med sees the ED overwhelmed with an influx of patients after a commuter ship capsizes. It was a mass casualty level event which pushed the doctors of Med and left to make several difficult decisions across the episode. Early in the episode, we see Dr. Hudgens freeze up a bit when the ambulances begin to arrive, but he seems to recover after the initial shock. Later in the episode, Dr. Hudgens was working alongside Goodwin in the ED when their patient began coding. Rather than rising to the occasion, he once again froze up before walking out of the room, leaving Goodwin to tend to the patient alone. Fortunately, she was able to get the patient back, and his vitals settled just as the new co-chief of the ED, Dr. Lennox, arrived and was informed of Dr. Hudgens walking out on her. Dr. Lennox goes to see Dr. Hudgens, who is sitting in the locker room. He apologizes for freezing up and tells Dr. Lennox that the day had been unlike anything he had ever seen before as a doctor. As he explains, he froze up again in the moment when the patient began coding, and he realized the patient would be better off if he wasn't there. She explains to Dr. Hudgens that they took an oath to be more than normal so that the patients can believe in them, and then fires him right there on the spot. While Dr. Archer confronts Dr. Lennox about her decision to fire Dr. Hudgens without speaking with him, she quickly makes it clear that she got approval from Goodwin to fire him for his actions. She stands by her decision and won't be backing down, blasting Dr. Archer for the way in which his ED nearly came apart and wasn't fully prepared for the crisis event. As she tells Dr. Archer, she's not there to keep the status quo and they have to make improvements. Unfortunately for Dr. Hudgens, that means his time at Med has come to an end. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our Chicago Pete official channel and stay with us.